All right, welcome back to another show, everybody. This is You Made Roscoe. I am Roscoe. I'm here with the usual suspects. I have OG Zoe. I have Apocalypto Joe. I have Kanai from Kanai Speaks the Real. Today's show, we're going to be doing another review, one that was requested by quite a few people. We did the Whiteboy reaction recently, you know, and it was suggested by more than a few people in the comments that it was necessary that we listen to this song, you know. So we're gonna do just that by go ahead and listening to this song. You know how we do. We try to, you know, pause a time or two in the middle to give a little rebuttal. You know, at the end of it, we'll give our final analysis of it, you know, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and let Zoe do his thing so we can do our thing.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some shit to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this fucking house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hating real loud, but they follow me. Screaming at the top of their lungs, I'm the scum of the earth. In the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm fucking paid. I ain't spent a dollar on the fucking chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater shit is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse.
Of course he's coming out spitting like as usual, you know, that's not surprising. But I'm curious about this. I wanted to ask my partner from the Warheads, Apocalypto. I want to ask you ask you a question about, like, at first the imagery that you saw right at the before the video even started, and then just anything that you may have gathered from what he spit up to this point.
Well, visually, the image that was on the thumbnail, I couldn't tell at first if it was fire or smoke, because I'm always like, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I couldn't tell if it was a church or a house, because it looks like it was a cross up there. But now that I'm listening to it, he's talking about a legacy that he's built, you know. And you know, whenever you own something, you can do with it as you please, if you want to continue to build it or if you want to destroy it. And so I don't know if that's what the rest of the song is going to entail, but just off the rip, that's the vibe I got from hearing what he's saying. You know, he got people who never have to work again. This is a house that he's built. He's made it so that they have this independence, so that they don't have to slave for somebody 40 hours a week on the slave ship, if you will. Like I said, I like Tom Macdonald's approach to constantly beating people over the head with his independence, because I think that's what's needed in the world today. You know, our schools just teach us, get a degree, get a job, go work for somebody for 40, 50 years and get a nice gold watch and a pension when you're done. But this is the type of indoctrination we need, an indoctrination of independence. And like I said, just getting to this point, 50 seconds into the song, I didn't know what the song was about. This is my first time ever hearing it, but yeah.
No, that was excellent.
I didn't hear the song at all, just so you know.
Really? That's surprising.
I thought the Zoe was something, but I was still waiting to hear the song. I've never heard the song.
No, so just for Kanai's sake, we'll run back go back 50 seconds, you know, and then let it run before we stop it again. But I do want Kanai to be able to hear, so she can have an assessment of her own. So we'll run it back a little bit.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some shit to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this fucking house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hating real loud, but they follow me. Screaming at the top of their lungs, I'm the scum of the earth. In the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm fucking paid. I ain't spend $1 on the fucking chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater shit is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter, y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing you're triggered. Y'all just keep missing the point, and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this fucking house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I could see this coming like a fortune teller. And a calm sea don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and gray. I'll be looking back at when they posted hate, and it will hurt a bit, but it was worth it when your dream is getting hurt no matter what they say. I try conveying that I love us all, and the way I did it left them so appalled. I used a broken arm to try and break their walls. No matter what they say, they know it took balls. I surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation. I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager.
I just want to check to see if Kanai was able to hear any. Was you able to hear any of that or no? All right.
No.
Then it's probably just a bad connection on your end when his audio comes. What we'll end up doing is I'll probably just ask you some questions based off of, that are just revolving around the song or whatever. So we'll do something like that. But we'll let this continue for everybody else, so they could get, the rest of our reactions. Joe, you can hear this song though, right? I'm assuming because you was able to react. So we'll just
see, senor.
What were you gonna say, Kanai?
What's the name of the song?
It's This House.
This House.
All right. So now we know that Kanai wasn't watching what was going on either, but we'll get that together. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so you could continue. We don't have to wait for Kanai to do her thing. So
frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this fucking house where my days end and it's vacant, and they bury me with that only key. My biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk, draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put sensors on all of the boards and the bridge, so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll gut all the bodies and cut off the skin, then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs, and then plant it in mud till it stands in the wind. And they'll stand there and look at the shit that we did that we never imagined we do because of them. Our blood and sweat and tears went into what we built till we were bags. So we used blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit. Our haters doused in gasoline they brought to try and torch us with. Let them hate, dog. Everyone will have something to say, dog. Their opinions don't mean shit. Trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Fuck a gravestone, I'm a cheap death. There's too much I ain't seen yet. They think that I got them way over my head, but I feel like I just got my feet wet. We're trying to dream more and sleep less. Avoid the pills when we're depressed. Remember to not be too hard on ourselves. If we cut deep enough, we all bleed red. Man, you never know when it's time to go. Heaven's open when the bars are closed. So seize the moment, don't leave it hoping. You'll breathe tomorrow, you could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made of fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate.
that was dope. I ain't gonna hate on that. That was Tom Macdonald's response to Whiteboy right there. The lyricism is always gonna be impeccable. I really can't knock none of what I heard beyond the part where people are running into his followers running into the church, putting pentagrams down and hail Satan and all that. But beyond that, you know, it was digestible, you know. That's just my opinion. But so you can go ahead and give your opinion and what you think.
I think it was a nice response to anybody who, I mean, that was a response to Whiteboy. So kind of went in with all the, like, he displayed all the hate that he got for the song, or little bits and pieces of it on the little screen before you know, when you're watching the video. And he's just basically saying, like, I've built this house and ain't nobody gonna tear it down but me. And you hate it or love it, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. And you can try to come at me, but it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Apocalypto, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go because my cousin didn't hear a word.
Yeah.
But in the words of Xerxes behind me, I am kind. I am kind. No. When I first started listening to the song, I realized towards the end, he's addressing multiple groups, multiple factions. Because in the beginning, he was saying something about, you know, I'm just paraphrasing. He's saying, I got all this money and I never spent a dime on it on a chain. And so, you know, I know that's a jab at a lot of melanin rich rappers, but all melanin rich rappers don't buy chains. Me, for one, I hate the fact that rappers spend their money on chains, but I get it because all the great kings from Africa, from Solomon to Mansa Musa, you name it, were draped in gold. You know, it's just what we do. It's in our DNA. It's epigenetics. And so it's nothing we can really get around. It is a sign of status. It's just a cultural thing. Hell, even Italians buy chains. But as I started to listen to the song, I said, oh, he's just addressing everybody. This is like one of those songs where if you listen to it, he comes off kind of like in victim mode because everybody's going to have haters. As much as he has haters, he has a lot of people that like him. And I'm just one, like me personally, I would never address my haters. I would never give them the satisfaction of knowing that anything they said moved the needle in one direction or the other. And so when I think about him creating songs and content or whatever the case may be, he kind of has to do that for his listening audience, because I know people who support him are like, did you hear what so-and-so said about you? And so because he's an artist, he's kind of forced to address that. Me and my everyday life, I don't have to address haters. You know, you just kind of ignore them. But on his platform, I'm realizing he has to do songs like this for his constituents, if that makes any sense. I am kind.
No, it does. Kanai, what do you have to say about this?
I did go ahead and pull up the song and listen to it from my computer while you guys were kind of trying to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, it's repetitive. So once again, he's on another song talking about his foundation, how he built it, why he built it. He's talking about his haters. He's using, you know, the sweat and blood and tears of his haters to do all this. I mean, again, he's just preaching independence. You know, he's saying how he built his house. You know, he built his house, and, you know, his own creativity, his own thoughts, and his own ideas did this. No one else helped him besides the people that he's working with. But any outside help, look, you don't need this. I got 2.9 million followers on YouTube. Y'all keep sharing my stuff. Y'all keep sharing it. You know, you just making me get bigger. He's using this social media as a platform to get himself out there, and he's doing it very well. And he's showing other people that just listen to my music. You don't got to do it that way. You don't have to be a slave. You don't have to, you know, submit to somebody else. You don't have to listen to anybody else. Take your talents, take your ideas, take your creativity, own it, embrace it, you know what I mean? Market it yourself, and put it out there. It can be done. It may seem hard, but if you love what you do, it can happen. And you don't need Sony. You don't need Arsta. You don't need Jive Records. You don't need Def Jam. You don't need these people. Make your own brand, be your own label, do your own stuff, and let the haters hate. I did it.
See, you just put on the show right there, Kanai. You know, that like, I don't think any of us could have said it any better than what you just said. That's probably why y'all should go over to Kanai Speaks the Real. You'll get a lot more of that, you know. So that shout out for like great commentary right there. But yeah, no, very metaphorical song. He was talking about, the house that he built, the house of, there was a lot of houses, a lot of proverbial houses he was speaking of, kind of up in there. But yeah, just very metaphorical song. Dope lyricism, the way that he put it together. It was everything that you guys expressed about him putting a stamp putting a stamp on everybody with his independence, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, it was big, I could dig it, but before we get up out of here, I want to remind everybody out there to please like, comment, subscribe to this particular show here on You Made Roscoe. Go over to The Warheads, that's DA Warheads with an X at the end. Go over to that platform to check all of us out. We'll all be there. Same for Kanai Speaks the Real. Like I just told you all, she has her platform. Silk and the guys, make sure that you check out Silk and his show as well. Zoe, you'll see him. He here with me, so we rocking out how we rocking out. But yeah, just please support all that stuff. And we really appreciate that, and appreciate you guys taking this journey on us, but journey with us, excuse me. But before we get up out of here, any last words from any of you guys?
I am kind.
Stay independent.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love the independence.
Can I?
I'm good. Basically, his brother is just whose house? My house. Tom Macdonald's house.
Oh, okay. Did you know my favorite color was green, Can I?
Green? That's
Yeah.
my favorite color.
Really? That's interesting.
Mhm.
What color are your nails right now?
Green.
No, I was just checking. No, but yeah, like I said,
I once knew someone who had gangrene.
Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from?
You said your favorite color was green. I was just trying to stay in line.
Oh,
Her name was
man.
Bumblebee.
No, my brother over there got some issues. Gangrene. Okay.
I went with the green thumb before gangrene.
No, but like I said,
My
man,
brass knuckles have hues of green.
brass knuckles. The man, see
That means you be putting them to work.
Yeah, no, my brother over here is very tense. He's so ready to work. You know what I mean? He came with Xerxes behind him. He got his knuckles ready. You know what I mean? And nobody's around him right now. You know.
I am kind.
just suited and booted. Just
hey
ready.
man, I live in a gentrified neighborhood. You never know what's gonna jump off. You
It's
gotta
real
be
in
prepared.
those streets. It's real in those streets.
It's real in these streets, these gentrified streets.
You better go back in this house then.
I think you're safe, man.
Yeah.
I am
You'll be
kind.
safe.
I wouldn't say so. I get there may be murders on this block, man. I'm trying to tell you.
No, we gonna get up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. We enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys again soon.
I am kind.